right, team, before we get into this dynamic warm-up, we just want to tell you that Orangetheory Nation is back in the studio, and we are ready to get you back under those Orangetheory lights. So, if you have not checked, we have more than 1,000 studios that are open all around the world, and our members are going all out. So you know that you want a piece of that action. So we wanted to tell you to go ahead and check with your studio. Go on to the either Orangetheory app or to orangetheory.com and check in with your studio. They are more than ready to welcome you back inside that studio. But you are into this Orangetheory at home workout, so let's get into that dynamic warm-up. So 4.5 minutes of work to get that body nice and warm. One round, starting off with a scapular push-up, 30 seconds. So you're in that tabletop position, you're lowering down, and then you're pressing right back up. So focusing on engaging that back and then pressing right back up. Moving into a thread the needle for 30 seconds as well. So you're still in that tabletop position, you're gonna reach that arm underneath, and then you're coming right back to that tabletop position. Next, we're moving into a plank walkout. So you're sitting all the way up, you're rolling down one vertebrae at a time, walking the hands out into that high plank position, and then walking it back in. Awesome. So you have an alternating forward lunge with an overhead reach. So you're gonna step that foot forward, arms are overhead, and then stepping right back to that center position. We have a seal jack, I know. So you're gonna jump those hands apart, jump those feet apart simultaneously. Option here, take out that power, tap it side to side, opening and closing those hands. 4.5 minutes to get that body warm. Let's go ahead and tackle it.
Our first touch in the woods, real-life flickers through. Sun falls down, but heartbeat rises. Following the echo air, we move from here to there. Just like children, we are free now. A magical moment with you. We found something real. We're not looking back at yesterday or tomorrow. We are here now, we have each other, and our hearts beat together. Oh, oh, 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 hearts beat together.
OT fam, we are ready to rock and roll. This block is mostly going to be upper body, but this time we're also going to incorporate the mini band. How does that sound?
Very good.
Sounds okay?
Let's do it.
We're looking at 6 minutes total, 3 exercises, 10 reps apiece. So coach is going to start off with a wide stance. It's our iso sumo squat, sitting back heavy in the heels, mini bands right at the wrist level, and extending just to the hands are level with the shoulders. Perfect. Rolling right into our low band, single arm, bird dog glide. This one, you definitely want to make sure you take your time, no need to rush. So how he's going to do this is he's extending one leg out, away from the body, squeezing the glute, while the opposite hand is just slowly gliding right over the ground. Looks good. Rolling over for our final exercise is our static crunch with scissors. Still keeping tension in the mini band, and now we're just extending our legs out and taking our feet towards the ceiling, going north to south while keeping the shoulder blades off the ground and core is engaged. 6 minutes of work, mini bands in the upper body, challenging your small stabilization muscles. Let's get after it.
All right, team. So today you have an upper body block for 10 minutes. Everything is 10 reps apiece. You're starting with a standing alternating shoulder press with rotation for 10 total. The same foot that has the arm pressing up is going to rotate on its toes and pivot as your entire body turns to the side, pressing straight up, making sure it's not at an angle. From here, we're going to go into a hip hinge reverse fly. So getting into that hip hinge position, back is nice and flat. Hands are coming right in front of the sternum and opening and squeezing the shoulder blades back behind you. The next exercise is a hollow hold alternating single arm chest press. Vinny's going to use both of the weights he has, alternating one arm towards the ceiling and the other one's going to stay on towards the rib cage. His feet are slightly lifted off the floor. Option is to drop them down to the floor. From here, we're set up perfectly to move into an iso hip bridge with tricep extensions. The feet will need to come a little bit closer to the glutes to make sure that the knees are right over top of the ankles. Hips are lifted in line with the knees and shoulders, pulling the belly button in towards the spine. His hands are coming in towards his temples and then back up towards the ceiling. Elbows stay right where they are. You have 10 reps of everything for 10 minutes total. Let's go ahead and get started. guys, it's time for some of Vinny's favorite exercises in this cardio and core block for 9.5 minutes. We'll be going through it for 3 rounds total, starting with 45 seconds of a foot exchange. Exactly what it sounds like. You're exchanging your feet back and forth, and chest stays nice and open. You have 10 seconds of rest, and then we're down to the mat for palms to elbows. Hands are going to start directly under the shoulders, and then you're going to drop down, down, up, up, alternating which one you use to start the movement every single time. His hips are staying nice and in alignment. From here, we're moving into 10 seconds of rest. Again, take that breather. You have high knees for 30 seconds, really pulling them up. Your option is to take it a little bit slower or decrease the range of motion on that high knee. 10 seconds of rest again, then back down to the mat for your sprinter sit-up. It is a sprinter sit-up, so we're going nice and quick, reaching opposite foot to opposite hand right in front of you. Option, decrease the range of motion, but keep that back nice and long. You got 3 rounds here. Let's get to it.
Let's cool our heart and body down with a 4-minute flexibility block. We have 6 exercises, 20 seconds each. Let's get on the floor here in prone position. Draw those elbows tight to the body, keeping the hips to the floor, gently press up and hold. Perfect. Second exercise is child pose. Draw the toes together, push the knees wide, drop the head, pressing through the palms, getting that nice deep stretch. Thread the needle is next. We're going to get kneeling tabletop position. Draw that arm underneath, palm up, and hold that position to your range of motion. Our next exercise is a kneeling reverse forearm stretch. So we'll get in tabletop position, rotate the wrists so that your fingertips are facing you. Gently rock back with your hips to your range of motion and hold. Next, let's have a seat because you deserve it. We're gonna take one leg over that opposite leg and twist over that same shoulder, holding at your comfort level. And last, we have a seated toe reach. So hinging at the hips, reaching towards those toes, maintaining a neutral spine, and feeling that nice deep stretch. Way to work today, team. We'll see you next time.